Hey guys, this is Simply Mirza. I'm glad to see you. Today I just wanted to hop on and kind of fill you in where we are, what are we doing. So me and David, the last couple of years, we've always wanted to travel more, a little bit more than usual. We usually try to take a vacation once a year. But we've always wanted to explore new cities, and we decided to kind of set ourselves up, go down to one car, the car that's paid off, keep one for now, just to make things much easier. If we had to decide to do something, it wouldn't affect us. So we decided to take on the travel. So he became a traveler since he's a therapist, and I work from home, so it just makes it easier. I can take my work anywhere. I just had to change the time zone since it was Texas time. I had to wake up a little bit earlier, but it's okay. It's a couple of students that are my regulars, and I don't want to lose them when I go back to Texas, since Texas is technically like our home. But for right now, we're traveling. We're here in Oregon. We arrived last weekend. We actually arrived in Portland. We arrived Saturday in the evening. We traveled with our dog Winston. It was overall we did Alaska Airlines. That was probably the most affordable airline to travel with your pet. And we put him under our seat, and we kept giving him treats, things to keep him calm. And he did great. The 4 hours, he did get a little bit antsy once we were about to land. I think he kind of sensed it. He wanted to get out. He was finished with being in his travel bag. So arriving to Portland, the first thing we wanted to do when we got to the hotel was to walk Winston, just make sure if he wasn't gonna get like travel sickness, or since it was our first time flying with him, we didn't know how his reaction was gonna be being on a plane. But thankfully he did awesome. He did great. We had previously traveled with him in a car. We went to Arizona, Grand Canyon with David's family, and he did great. I have always said I think Winston could be a great van dog. He would really do a good van life. He's just like a cat. He likes to sleep. He's a sleeper. But yes, so that was Saturday. We were both tired from our flight. We had previously worked. I had worked that morning. He had worked the day before. It was his last day at his hospital. So we were both kind of tired. So Sunday we decided to explore a little bit of Portland. We were staying at a hotel, a Hyatt, and actually there was transportation. I'm not sure what they're called. If anybody knows, is it a train? Is it a taxi train? We're still trying to figure out. Maybe I'll look it up. I'll look it up what it is called. So we got onto these, I'll call them trains. We got onto these. They were right next to our hotel. And they were around $5 each one for me and him, all day ticket. So it wasn't that expensive. It took us down to downtown. From there we walked around. We saw these food trucks, and this gentleman, he kind of stopped us and said, "Hey, you guys want to try my food?" And I mean, we couldn't say no to samples. But then after we tried it, we couldn't say no after he offered it. So we tasted, he gave us some samples of his baklava, he gave us samples of his meat. That was one of the best gyros that I think me and David have had. I think we both said it, and I told him, and I said, I'm going to feature you on my YouTube. I said, I don't have much followers, but I'm going to feature you, and more people can stop by. I'm sure a lot of people stop by. But if you're in the area, if you want to check, if you love gyros or something that you like, I recommend stopping by. From there we went to Powell's bookstore. I didn't have much time to walk around since we were heading to the game, but I was able to find 2 books. I got one to read to my class. Some of my students, they love to read, so I wanted to share the book that I got. And then I got another book, just kind of like table decoration. I wish I had a little bit more time to explore. If you ever been to Portland and gone to Powell's bookstore, you know it's big. There's just hallways and hallways of books. So I wish I had a little bit more time. Maybe, I don't know, maybe later on we can go back. But yeah, and then from there, we went to see a game, Austin. They were playing Portland. Unfortunately, Austin did not make the playoffs. But we can hear the support group. They were awesome. We can hear them all the way from where we were. And it just made us feel like, you know, we're from Texas, from Austin. Hearing them, it's just, it was nice. It was nice to hear a little bit of back home, somewhere new. But yeah, it was cool. It was raining, but the atmosphere was great. It was great. Had a lot of fun. Yelling even though we lost. But and then from there we actually tried, we went to a restaurant, tried a hamburger. It was a brewery. It was alright. The food was alright. Monday morning we left. We came down to Roseburg, which is about 2 hours south from Portland. So now we're here. We've been here since Monday. Roseburg is a small town, but it has everything that you need. It has a Costco, Walmart. Everything's close by. It's like 10 minutes away from where we live. My husband's work, the hospital he's working at, is 8 minutes away, so he's not that far. We have a lot of I can walk around the neighborhood. It's very nice views of the mountains to walk Winston. I keep looking that way because I have view to, I don't know if you can see it a little bit, the trees, and you kind of can see them mountain from here. And we've gotten a chance to explore, try a couple of things here in Roseburg. Some restaurants that we've tried. If you follow me on Instagram, I post on there some of the things that we've tried. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and follow some places that we see or that we try, I put them on there. On Thursday, we actually went to Crater Lake. I was going to say Canyon Lake. That's a New Braunfels. But we're going to go to Crater Lake. It's in a national park. It was a 2.5-hour drive from here. It's close to Medford. So it was more south. It was kind of far. And on the way there, I actually had to teach a class. And thankfully, I found some reception. I don't know how we were able to find reception, but we didn't move from that spot, and I was able to teach my 30-minute class. So it was nice to have that scenery and teach from my car. So it was a different experience. And then we headed out to Crater Lake. They had told us that we needed to make it out by this week because snow and it gets colder and it's harder to see the lake because it gets a lot of fog. So they told us, you guys have to make it by Friday. So we did. We went Thursday, and it was Veterans Day. It was free entrance. We were up there. There was actually snow. There was no snow on the road, but it was a beautiful scenic drive. And then getting there was snow, but it wasn't not that cold. It wasn't that. It was bearable. It wasn't freezing. And we were able to catch the lake. It cleared up for us a couple of minutes. I think a good 5 minutes. The lake cleared. There was no fog, and we were able to appreciate the whole lake. So a cool fact about that is that it used to be a volcano, and it erupted about 7,000 years ago, and over the years it got filled with water and snow, and it's one of the deepest lakes in the United States. So I thought that was very, very cool. And I could just imagine in the summer the color of the lake, it probably stands out even more. But it's a definitely spot to check out if you ever in that area. It's a place it's a must see. And then from there, yeah, we've been here. My husband actually has worked the last couple days, so I've been home actually I wanted to share with you guys also what I'm up to. I signed up for a course with Matt Devella's Slow Growth. I'm not getting paid, it's not or sponsored. I just wanted to share. So I've been doing, that was Winston, I've been doing the courses little by little, trying to take in all the information and hopefully keep improving, keep growing with you guys. Also be part of the slow growth community. I'm very excited about that, to give feedback. It's good, you know. Usually it's David that gives me feedback on my video, since I'm the one who edits and he's usually my second eyes. So it's gonna be nice to have that response, that help, that much needed help, since I'm barely starting, and to hopefully one day motivate someone in the future, if it's now or more, when I get more experience, to motivate someone. Well, that's what I'm up to right now. Please stay tuned to my next video to see what we check out. But again, thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here, for your support, and I'll see you next time.